Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you so much for joining. It's a very, very, very sacred, special name today, Ya Wasi. And the more it expands us, the more it makes us realize of who we are to Allah and of course who He is to us. So today's journey is slightly different from my usual sessions. I will read a little bit of the name of Allah through this book. It sounds very poetic, so I don't want you to hold on to any of the words if they don't stick into your heart and brain. That's quite all right. Just hear it, let the words flow. And as I go, the whole session is highly intuitive today. I am not planned at all. And this is a test. It's almost a test for you as it is for me to see how we are now going to integrate the lessons that we have already learned. He's taught us, he's shown us himself in many, many signs. And not only inside us, not only outside of us, now he's saying, are you ready? And when he says, are you ready? He's not joking. He's not playing with us. He doesn't play games. He's very honest. He's like, I've made you into this most beautiful creature, just as we saw Simon, mashallah, say, you know, are you going to wait for somebody to acknowledge the beauty that I have created you as? Or are you going to own the beauty that you are? That you feel through the signs, through your whatever you've gone through in life, everything you have passed has brought you to Yavasi in this very moment. Are you ready to see me for who I am and understand who you are to me? So it's a very powerful name. It's very deep. It's actually a name that completely will shift your reality, and everything in the universe already speaks to us, but it'll get louder because after this there is no turning back. It's all moving forwards and it's going to move very fast. So with that, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Like I said, I'll read a little bit of the name. You know, nothing in the universe happens without Allah's plan. And Alhamdulillah, I'm using a different book for the sequence of the names, which is on my shelf there. I'm sorry, I don't have it in my hand right now. But just so you guys know that I've already gone through these names once before, and we see Allah through the glasses, through the vessel that we are, right? So at that stage, what I saw, Yavasi, was completely different to what I'm being guided to today through this name. And I'm almost like flabbergasted or gobsmacked at how deep every single name is, right? We say, Yavasi, okay, fabulous, he's everywhere, face of Allah, blah, blah, blah. But the face of Allah, what truly means is that you actually turn your face from anything and everything that is not the face of Allah, right? And I'll explain that to you. But it's such a powerful recognition that Yavasi is not all that exists. It's also what you are choosing in your reality to exist as a remembrance of Allah. If I won't go deep into it. Let me just read this. But I just want to say congratulations to all of you who are here in this moment right with me, because this name could not have come to you unless your vessel was ready to receive it, and it must have gone. You must have gone through hell of a darkness, hell of a journey to be where you are today, to receive the light of this name. So, really, really, really congratulate yourselves that He is opening this name to you. And this is not, please do not take it lightly. There is no returning. If you want to leave the session right now, please leave, because this name is not for the light-hearted. It's really huge and it's very, very deep. So I highly recommend that you give it all your attention as it deserves. No food, no children, no other distraction. Have your eyes, have your heart in complete devotion to Yawasi. So Bismillah Rahman Rahim. It's the 45th name in this book. And funnily, that is number 9. Number 9 is the end. So, a phase of you, a layer of you, a skin of you, the snake within you has already shed. You are no more that what you were an hour ago. From now, this moment onwards, He is going to not let anything, it's like a protective wall that you kind of now going to go into. It's like a zone. One of this beautiful person in the group, on my WhatsApp group, says, oh yeah, Wasi seems like a hug. So when Allah is hugging you, think about that. Allah hugging you. First of all, value yourself. You are being hugged by the lover that loves you. Value that hug, not as, oh, Allah's loving me. No, no, no. He's chosen you to be hugged. Just value, let that sink in you. You could not be in the presence of this name if he didn't choose or want you to be. So please be very appreciative of your soul, of your journey, of your experiences, of the person that you've become in this very moment. I keep going back into reminding you that you are really, really loved, like really beautiful, like really beautiful, right? Things that were came in your life to break you, to crash you, to make you feel lost, scattered, whatever, you still stood in yourself as his face of love. You could not have done that if it was not his will. So please acknowledge your soul, your body, your every single cell to have got you to where you are. And subhanallah, congratulations, well done for ending all that there was. But now the journey ahead is getting you closer to Allah. And this is the journey where you don't have chances. This is the journey that whatever you do, and I'm saying this again, leave the session if you need to, whatever you do now, through the sessions, through your life, through your breaths, through your every heartbeat, is going to be the journey that will make you stand in front of him. So take it very seriously. This is not like, oh la la, pretty colors and patterns. This is his work. And are you ready? Are you really ready for Yawasi? Where you are, that's why you're here. So number 9, the end of all that was for the beginning of that what will be, and that what will be the journey to him. And that's the only truth there is. So Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Al-Wasi is the infinite, all-surrounding, embracing presence of God. Wheresoever you turn, there is the face of God. Face. Face here means essence. I want you to focus on the understanding of the word essence. Essence means something that is unseen, that is felt, something that you smell. It's the essence. You are not God himself. You are the essence of God. And there's a beautiful difference. You couldn't ever be God. God is God, right? But you, just the fact that you exist in this human being and you carry the essence of Allah, oh my God. Oh my God, the honor that he has placed on us as humans, and how much we have devalued this beautiful essence, the face. My face is not my face. My Ruh is not my Ruh. It's the essence of the one who created me. It's his strokes, it's his patterns, it's his colors that run through my whole being. You see, the essence is not seen. He's not seen, but it is his essence. So it's very powerful to connect to that word essence, unseen, unrecognized, unknown, uncertain, all of those kind of words that come to my mind. Al-Wasi is the infinite omnipresence of the essence. In another Quranic passage we have, the compassionate presence of God surrounds all things. From the root meaning of Raham, an image of the womb of love is implied, encompassing, comprehending, and surrounding all things. Al-Wasi is an embracing expansion. This wonderful person mentioned the hug of Yawasi, and I'm bringing it back to for you to understand that how synchronized it is. Before the person even did the session here with me, was able to tap into the energy of that hug that he was choosing to give us all and bless us through this name. And what that shows me is how connected we are, and how respectful we need to be of each other, and how non-judgmental we need to be of each other, right? Because we're constantly saying, oh, this is that, oh, look what she's saying, oh, look what she's wearing. Hang on, nothing about that person is about them, it's about you. How are you embracing yourself? How are you embracing your expansion? How are you embracing the connection you have with your Allah? Al-Wasi is an embracing expansion. It's the hug that expands you, not contracts you. Allah never contracts anybody. There's always constant growth, constant change, constant evolving, constant healing, constant guiding. There's never ever will you ever feel like, oh my God, Allah's guided me to. No. Even in contraction, there's always expansion. And that's what Ya Wasi is. His contraction is not the contraction of the devil or the ego or our own mental thing. It embraces without containing, narrowing, or limiting. I did not know those words were going to come. Again, the synchronistic way Allah speaks to us is, don't try to listen to words as just something. Don't try to speak the words as they don't matter. Understand you actually have the power because you are my essence connected to me. So don't take your life as like, oh, I'm just like a drifting leaf. No, you're not. If you were meant to be a drifting leaf, then you would have been a drifting leaf. The reason the drifting leaf falls in front of you is to remind you that you are not that leaf. And that's the whole beauty of understanding and listening to the creator through his creation. It embraces, like it really covers you, like you are completely covered, you're all containing, like you're everything around you. It says embraces without containing, so you don't feel like you're like tight or you're suffocated. Allah, Ya Wasi, is holding you with you feeling, whoa, bigger than the mountains or the skies or the sun or the whatever, right? Without narrowing. You never feel that there's only one way, there's only one path, there's only one communication, there's only one way of praying. No, good Lord, that who is Ya Wasi needs to be and is deserving of your love in every form and way, through dance, through movement, through food, through taste, through smell, through everything. Nothing is narrowed, nothing is like one little alleyway. No, 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 no. Getting to Allah, connecting to Ya Wasi comes in various ways, various forms. And when we're said, oh, you do this 20 times, you recite Ya Wasi, and then you will be able to get, no, thank you. No, no, no more of that. Nothing of that. Ya Wasi is beyond all that the mind will keep telling you and looping you in. He's not limiting you, he's without limiting. There is no limit to the amount of love he has for you. There is no limit to the amount of love he has for you. Please hear that again and say it with me. There is no limit to the amount of love my Allah has for me. Own it, live it, understand it, embrace it, and know that that's the only truth that there is. That is the haq. It is infinite vastness that can be said to curve back into itself. It's so vast. There's no end. There's no end to him. And so, can there be an end to his love? Can there be an end to him not being there for you? Can there be an end to him? No, no, never, ever. Al-Wasi transcends all opposites and reveals the full potential of the one and only being. The heart has the capacity to unite and harmonize the higher and lower realms. A sacred hadith of the Prophet Muhammad says in the voice of Allah, the heavens and the earth cannot contain me, but the heart of my faithful servant contains me. I highly recommend you go onto Patreon, check out Ya Wasi, which was done few years back, which actually explored this statement: the heavens and the earth cannot contain me, but the heart of a faithful servant contains me. It will really open you up, because it really reminds you and tells you what a faithful servant needs to be. Who is that faithful servant whose heart is filled? Because sometimes we're so distracted. Oh, maybe I should do this and my heart will become that. Maybe I should do that, and to have that clarity, hang on, Allah wants me to do this when He's already given you the directions, and how easy is it for me to just follow? Even if you fall off the path, it will bring you back on the path. Al-Wasi allows old boundaries to be melted down so that we can relax and merge into an inclusive state. Like I said, it's number 9. What happened in your life was a training ground. It was all happening so that you could reach where you are today with Yavasi, to be able to see him in all and understand that all is from him. So the boundaries, yeah, like have melted, like the that has just gone. It's almost like your past will just now, like, doesn't matter. It was something that was taught, and when it comes up, or a memory comes up, or a trauma comes up, it is only coming up to remind you, to heal it, to connect to it, to be guided by it, and go deeper into your soul, not to run away from it, right? So Al-Wasi allows all old boundaries to be melted. What you were, you are not today. Let that melt away. Rise and connect to that, what is calling you forward towards your light. Every step you take on from now has to be with the focus: will this step, will this person, will this job, will this action, will this thing that I eat, that see, that smell, that whatever, will it take me closer and purify me to stand in front of Allah or not? If not, then Allah Hafiz. There's no time. There's no looking back. There's no thinking, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No, 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 no. If that act is not bringing you closer to Allah, that act needs to stop and be chipped right now. You stop that person, you stop that energy, you stop that, you clear your aura. How are you going to stand in front of Allah? Is going to be your main focus. That's it. What the dunya says, what the people say, is what your friends say, what your children say, that all is outside of that space where Allah and you, that's it. No boundaries, nothing in the past. It's all just melted. Repetition of Yavasi is an antidote for all who are locked into rigid, habitual boundaries. Understand that your rigid, habitual boundaries come from A, dunya, B, the society, 3, what you've been taught and told. You're being asked to look at everything that you have been taught. Everything that you have been taught till now, what have you believed in? Your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your dog, your cat, all that you have been learning and becoming like. I do this because my mother used to do it. I do this because my father used to do it. I do this because my ego wants me to do it. I do this because blah, blah, blah. Right? You're told to eat cornflakes in the morning and dessert after dinner. Who told you that? Why? Is that what your body wants, or is that what you've been told by the world outside? 2 o'clock, I will have lunch. 6 o'clock, I will have dinner. And that's pretty much it. I will not eat. I will starve myself. If before bed I feel hungry, I'm not going to eat because, my body doesn't know what I need, what I don't need. I'm going to do what I've been told by the clock. Whose slave are you? Of the clock? Of your ancestors? Of your society? Of the social media? Who are you the slave of? Who are you connected to? Whose voice is louder in your head than of your body? The last sentence. It is a door for the opening of the heart. I'll read it again. It is a door for the opening of the heart. You see, when Allah opens your heart, He will purify you from everything that is not supposed to be in your heart. So when He's opening the door of your heart, He's actually hinting to you, be ready for everything to be removed from your heart that does not bring you to me, that does not purify you. So be very ready for all to come up, because there is now no space of anything but Yavasi to be in your heart. Opening of the heart means he takes charge. He's going to be in control. He's the one running the show. He's driving your car. You no more have the choice. Your choice was till this moment when Yavasi was not open to you. I'll again say this, please leave the session if this is too heavy, too real for you, if you're not ready for him, because when he opens the heart, he will clean your space. And cleaning means, you all know what cleaning means: letting go, detaching, checking your attachments, everything. And this is when the test begins. This is when the journey begins. This is when you're now going to be home. How are you going to be home? what condition are you going to be at home in? Now, I'm going to take you through this is just from the book, by the way. This was nothing to do with my own planning of the, understanding of the session. Like I said, I haven't planned anything. I don't have a piece of paper that I'll be working on. I will just go as I'm being guided to. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim, I want you to take your sheet of paper. My eyes are closed, and I would prefer that I'll guide you one by one. You have to just trust me. You have to trust Allah. You have to allow your body to be the vessel of His love and His light. I want you to take a pencil and paper right in front of your eyes. Look at it very carefully. Have your paper in front of you. Have your eyes on your paper. Your hand is right there, just next to it. I want you to really, really keep looking at the paper and absorb it inside you. This is your canvas. This is you in this very moment. Take a deep breath in, relax your shoulders, and just say Bismillah in your heart. I am ready for all that you created me for. I'm ready to open my heart. I'm ready to see me for that who you want me to be. I'm ready to please you. I'm here for you, and you are the one I'm always looking for my guidance. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I want you to slowly close your eyes. You have the paper in front of you, you have the pencil in your hand. Now you're going to start wherever the sheet of paper is actually inside of you. I want you to draw a little tiny circle representing the seed that is planted. You're not looking, your eyes are closed. Where you draw on the sheet of paper, it doesn't matter where. As long as it's a tiny seed of love, of light, of you that was placed inside this beautiful earth, inside your mother's womb. Just keep going in circles around that for a couple of seconds. Just keep making that presence of the seed really valuable. Try not to think too much. Keep your hands on the sheet of paper. Keep your eyes closed. Keep breathing softly and gently. You're now connecting to your soul as it guides you. So far, you were looking and you were drawing. You had a grid to hold you. Now, you are connected to the grid itself. So have that little center. Now think about this. You are planted inside the earth. Just let that sink in. You are here. From high up in the heavens to down below on the ground, under the ground, inside the womb, you are held by His love. Nobody knows what you want inside the womb, but you are already given everything you need inside the womb. That is faith. That is surrender. In the womb of this planet, in the womb of this realm, you have everything. Everything you need is always given to you, is always provided for you. You are never, ever, you could never, ever be in lack. For who is your soul coming from? From the one who is Ya Ghani, from the one who is Ya Wasi, from the one who is Rahman and Rahim and Ghaffar and Ghafoor and Malik and Zul Jalal wal Ikram. He is the one who is in you, his essence is in you. Could this circle be incomplete? No. Could the circle not have a sheet to be created on? No. It was meant to be created. As you begin your journey, I want you to turn that. Your eyes are still closed. Make sure they're closed. You can't see the path ahead, but you are still creating. How magical is that? You have been given the power to create with trust, with faith, with surrender, with submission. For you know that your soul is guiding you. And now this little circle that you've created turns into a caterpillar. Make a few circles. It could be connected, it could be across the paper. I don't care how you create a caterpillar, and that's none of your business also to control. I am going to go tick, tick, tick. The soul actually just flows. The soul never has boundaries. It's completely limitless. It's going to draw on the sheet of paper as it chooses to create the caterpillar, as it moves from one circle to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Who's guiding you? Who's holding you? Notice there's silence, there's softness. It is in the unknown that you are going, but yet, do you see you're still able to create? Do you recognize the power you have in you? Can you see how your hands are moving? No, you can't see, can you? But you know your hands are moving, right? So you know Allah is doing something behind the scenes, behind the veil. You can't see it, can you? But can you feel it? Can you understand the process of creation is happening with or without you knowing? So why do you fear? Why do you not trust the caterpillar to evolve as it's meant to keep drawing the circles on the sheet of paper? Be gentle, be intentional, give it all your attention. Try not to rush. The slower you are, the better you are. The soul is never in a rush, but it gets everything done. It's awakening inside you. Don't let your mind question, where will it sit on the piece of paper? Trust it happening. Life is happening for you. To create the caterpillar, you have to allow yourself to be fully present. What does that mean? You go around looking for experiences, or the experiences happen for you so that you can be getting nutrition, sometimes from a leaf, sometimes from a flower, sometimes from something else. You go around crawling. Feel that crawling that you are doing on the earth. You're placed in the earth, you come out of the earth, and now you're crawling everywhere. You're on the ground, connected to the ground. Your belly is in contact with the ground. What does Allah tell you about that? You are the earth. Don't run away from your roots. Don't run away from where I've created you as who I have created you. You are the earth. You carry the earth in you. So for a time being, not only does he place you in earth, but just so that you can connect and remember him through earth, he brings you up on the surface and then he makes you crawl so that you never forget. You are clay itself. You are earth itself. You are darkness itself that is born from the earth. That is where you're going to go. That is where you landed. Okay, so that's beautiful way of connecting to the caterpillar. Allow it to crawl. See if you can bring that feeling of crawling through the lines that you create. Keep your eyes closed. Trust in Allah. Whatever is being created needs to be created the way it's going to be created. Be very gentle. Don't scribble. Don't rush. Don't get agitated. Just relax yourself. Relax your shoulders. Be in the present moment and let the caterpillar just crawl. Now you are not creating circles, you are creating lines that show and make you feel the movement of the caterpillar on the piece of paper. You've become the crawling object on the piece of paper. From a seed to a few circles to the movement. Again, I'm going to remind you, who's holding you? Who's giving you the imagery? Who's guiding you to draw where the line goes? You don't see it, do you? Can you feel it? Are you judging what you're creating? No. For who is really creating through you? Are you creating it? No. You are not creating it, for you couldn't if it wasn't his will. Be very intentional. I keep saying this so that your sheet of paper is not filled with circles and lines. No, 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 no. Just slow yourself down. If you're going too fast, just slow yourself down. Just have control, have intention. I am walking towards the path of my Allah. I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to rush it because what if I miss Ya Wasi coming from this side or that side or that side? I want to absorb my Lord, my Allah, my Rabb from all angles as I crawl through every grain of this planet. I am being made aware of His presence through every tiny grain that I walk on, that I am nourished by, that I see, that I feel, that I become. As the movement keeps moving, you notice that you're now going into a space of the cocoon. Create a cocoon on the sheet of paper. How will you create a cocoon? Something that holds you. And remember, it's not a circle. It's not a round shape. It's an organic shape of the cocoon. So give yourself the freedom to create the cocoon as your kafan, as that casket, as that what holds you. rebirths you, transforms you. It takes you into itself again. So once you were planted in the earth, you are now going back into connection. You've lived your earth phase. Now you're going back into the next phase of your life. But for you to do that, you have to go through a portal, a doorway, to shed away the body, to shed away whatever it is that you thought that you knew, that you learned from the ground. Your next phase doesn't need you to carry all of that. Now, to do that, you have to undress yourself, unlayer yourself, undo yourself, unlearn everything that you needed to learn as a caterpillar. The caterpillar doesn't sit in sadness that, oh my God, I learned all of this, I did all this education, and oh, I'm not able to use it. Does the caterpillar say that? For the caterpillar also doesn't know what's coming next, but does it not trust that going into the cocoon is part of what life calls it to do? To retract, to not do. It was doing so much, moving around, and now you're being asked to sit still. Are you going to still draw? Or you're going to just sit back, drawing the cocoon, and just sit back? Just sit back and do nothing. For that, what needs to be done in that sitting back, in that silence, in not taking the steps is also life happening, right? Do you see what's happening inside the cocoon? But you still know the butterfly is going to evolve, right? Has Allah not given you the sign by showing you the butterfly that comes out and opens its wings? You remember that butterfly, don't you? So going into the cocoon, how hard is that? For you know that you will come out as a butterfly, but right now, think about the caterpillar. Did it know that it was going to go into cocoon to unlayer everything? But yet it trusts. Why are you not like the caterpillar? Why do you not trust the shedding of the layer? Why do you not trust the darkness? Why do you not trust not doing anything? Why do you not trust that your value is not in gaining, but in just being? Being His. Why is it not enough to belong to Him, but to constantly belong to a tribe, to a person, to a contract, to a certain society, to a certain limited way of living your life, that this is how it is and this is how it's going to be, and that's pretty much it? Why are you stuck in the caterpillar when it's time for you to move into the cocoon and do nothing? Just nothing. How hard is it for you to do nothing? Just move your pencil, sit back, relax your shoulders. You've done what you needed to, right? Keep your eyes closed, relax your shoulders, be with me, be present. Just because you're not drawing, just because you're not doing, does it mean the cocoon has died and the butterfly will never come? Do you think Allah's left you just because you're not doing anything? Do you think that Allah leaves the caterpillar in the cocoon just to be nothing? In the stillness, in the not doing? Is He not doing it for you? Do you not trust that He is actually doing it for you? Why do you always have to be on the front seat? When He's telling you that I want ease for you, why do you not understand that your life is not about running after things, constantly running and doing and attaching yourself and getting distracted by this dunya, but it is all about understanding that He wants to do it for you. He wants you to go into the space where you can just sit, relax, feel His love in the darkness. Why is it so hard to feel His love in the not doing? Why do you think you always have to do something to be loved? Why are you waiting to be seen when you are already seen? Why are you waiting to be anything when you already are what He needs you to be? Why is it not enough for you to just belong to Him? Why are you so desperate for company? In the cocoon, who is with you? In stillness and silence, in softness and gentleness, in darkness, who is with you? You and your soul. Your soul knows your creator. In the cocoon, it gets activated. The soul gets activated in your darkness. It speaks. It speaks and it reminds you. You are not the body. You were never the caterpillar. That was just a phase of you. You needed to go through it. But are you the caterpillar in the cocoon? No. You sit back, you relax, you smile like, oh my God, All he was saying was, let me do it. And all he was wanting from you was to let go of constantly doing it. Of letting go for the sake of Allah, to show you how much He loves you. How easy does that make your heart feel? Letting go is not about you giving up. It's you trusting He is doing it for me. Letting go means He is going to show me who He is. In that letting go of you, your brain, your caterpillar, your circles, your existence, your ego, He awakens the soul to remind you that He only created you to remember Him, to worship Him. And in return, what will He give you? Peace, love, joy, dance, ecstasy. Isn't that a promise He keeps when the butterfly slowly comes out? When you see a butterfly, do you see? She dances around in ecstasy. Now experience the ecstasy of a butterfly. Create the butterfly slowly and gently, bringing in the body, bringing in the head, bringing in the wings, bringing in all that you need to. You are still creating with your eyes closed. Notice how that feels. You are still able to create. Please understand that is not a coincidence. With your eyes closed, you still have the memory of the butterfly in you. Where is the memory coming from? If He didn't want you to see, to feel, to be the butterfly, could you draw the butterfly? In you, He has already placed the butterfly. You are the butterfly. You don't see the butterfly, you are the butterfly. You are His creation. You are the caterpillar that becomes the cocoon, that becomes the butterfly. You are the one who always had the wings, even when you didn't know. Do you not know that Allah knew you had wings? And do you recognize that He knows exactly the size of your wings, the texture of your wings, the pattern of your wings, the veins in your wings? Draw the butterfly very gently. Let it come to life very slowly. Your eyes are still closed. You're still breathing. Notice you are creating. Do you know the creating power of creating? Creating with your eyes closed means you are creating with your soul. You're not creating with that what your brain is guiding you to. There is no judgment on the sheet of paper in front of you, for you don't even see what's coming. That is life. You don't judge what's gone by. For without the caterpillar, there could be no cocoon. The cocoon was only created for the caterpillar. If there was no cocoon, there would be no wings. Where would she go to undress? Where would she go to unravel? Where would she go to unlearn all that the society's put on her and him, whatever it is? It's the wings. The wings were already visible to God, wasn't it? But was it visible to you? No. Why? To show you He is the creator. He is the only creator that there is. And for you to be able to create from your soul today, you connect it to the creative power of His love, His soul. You didn't create with your mind today, by the way. You were not taught to create today. You created by the way you felt. The story guided you to creation. Just the way you're creating your life with your creator, knowing whatever comes, I will always fly. Why will you fly? Ask yourself. Where does the butterfly go? In ecstasy on every flower. It goes, it's nourished. It gets what it needs. It flies with no path ahead. What is the butterfly in you teaching you? You are free. How? Because He's taking care of you. He's taking care of all that is being created on your sheet of paper. Now, when your eyes, when your brain opens, not yet, keep your eyes closed, keep creating the butterfly, increase the patterns, imagine of the colors. But imagine when your eyes open, your brain is going to say, oh my God, what have I created? But right now in this moment, what is your soul saying? What a beautiful journey. What a beautiful journey. What a beautiful journey. Could you ever draw something so beautiful from your mind. Take a nice deep breath in, just relax yourselves. Place your hand on the side, leave the sheet of paper, just breathe. Take a nice deep 3 breaths in with me. In from your nose, out from your mouth. What a journey. You couldn't have chosen the path that you are on. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold it for a second. Out from your mouth. What an incredible creature you are. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold it for a second. Out from your mouth. Relax yourself. Thank your Allah. Slowly open your eyes. I want you to one by one open the mic. You don't have to open your screen. I want to hear you speak in like 2-3 words how the experience was. Don't go into too much words, because what that does is your brain starts working. I don't want you to have a thinking brain. I want you to have that feeling brain. I want you to really understand what we've done here. I want you to unmute one by one respectfully to each other and give me a couple of words how the journey felt before your mind kicks in. So Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim.
Yeah, I go first.
There's no need for permission.
I feel liberated.
Beautiful.
I feel very liberated.
Allah ka shukr. Beautiful. I don't know your name, by the way. Do you know that? I can not only hear you because I'm not seeing the screen. I'm now guided by your soul. That is what your soul needed from you to liberate it, to move from the driving seat and let him come into the driving seat. And you already knew this before you came here. That is exactly what you were looking for. And subhanallah, that he gives it to you. He gives it to you. Do you understand the value you are? You're not just a soul that is liberated. You were born liberated. You're not somebody who's feeling this in this very moment. That soul of yours is the proof that I was born with liberation. And remember, the wings were always, it's always, always, always there. They were always there, but they weren't visible to the caterpillar. The wings were always there, for Allah knew you are a soul that is always liberated beyond time and space. It was you who just had to be remembered. Whoever wants to go next, it could be just one word. Thank you so much for whoever it was. I don't know who it was, but thank you so much, because when you get liberated, when you remember the liberation, when you remember your wings that Allah's already given them to you, you know what you did? You actually liberated all of us. So thank you. I thank you for remembering so that we all could remember with you. Whoever wants to go next, please.
The one thing that came to me was that he answers, and I got an answer to a question. So the answers are there. This is
The
what I got.
answers are there. The answers are all there. And where are the answers? I don't know who you are. I'm just thinking the answers were always hidden in you. You were looking for knowledge. You were looking for outside. You're looking for leaves. You're looking for wind. You're looking. The soul already had all the answers. You just didn't turn to it. Oh my God, it makes me cry. Whoever you are, I don't know, but your search is over.
I want to say reassuring and validating and just perfectly on time. And I agree with the answer to so many questions recently, and feeling ready.
Ready. It was always ready. Isn't it? Do you guys feel it? Like it's almost like you just had to remember it because it was already there. The path that the butterfly comes out to fly is already written. It's already drawn by Allah. He knows that that's the butterfly. She's going to go through all of this. He or she is going to go through all of this and get to that path. He knows exactly which flower she's going to sit on and eat on and get nutrition from and get guidance from, get healing from. Which ray of light is going to fall on that butterfly, where it's going to fall, when it's going to fall. All of that is already written. But does the caterpillar know? No. But in this moment, in this very moment, you got reminded in your soul of that what you already knew. There's nothing new is here. Liberation, answers. You already had it. So I want to point out something. Every word that you are saying, you were living in the opposite when your mind was activated. So whoever said the word liberated must have felt very tight, very restricted, very like oh, the world is pulling inwards on them. So the soul now remembers, I am liberated. Suddenly all walls, everything, all chains crash and craze. Like, hang on, I'm not here to be crushed. I'm not here to be caged. I mean, like, I remember, and the answers. Now, the person who ever said the answers are within me is automatically going to be like, oh, you know what? I don't have to open another bloody book to find the answer. I can sit with myself, connect to my soul, and the channel now has no one in between. The soul is directly connected to its Malik. So all the answers are going to come where? Rather, you will write the book. You will write and share the knowledge. You've accumulated enough all through your life. You must have been taking. And now suddenly your soul remembers, hang on, all the answers have been in me. Boom. Number 9, new journey, remembrance. And there is answers. There's, by the way, there's that key, you came here to be reminded of that liberation. And your liberation is not only going to be because you're the person I said, when you liberate yourself, you're liberating others, meaning that you have a path to liberate others because you came here to do that. Now, if you're going to keep being caged inside you, you're never going to do the work that your soul came here to do. So your soul now remembers, hang on, I have to liberate myself from whatever it is that I thought that I'm caged in. Because how will I do Allah's work? Because I said the next part of your journey is all about your akhirat. It is now your soul is not going to let you rest because now it knows that the only way it's going to be prepared and be ready for its Allah for that meeting is by the act of liberation, whatever, however you take that. And the person who wanted all the answers or the answers are within, you are being called to stop taking the knowledge from the outside. That is the key. You have been living and doing all that you needed to till now. Number 9, cycle ends. Next journey is, if you absorb energy of this dunya, that is the path you're not meant to go on. The doors will close. So understand that next chapter, when till from now to the meeting with your Allah, requires your soul to be activated in the trust of the knowledge that you have, not with the knowledge of the dunya that you can gain. There's no more gaining. You're too heavy with that. Just now it's time for you to give, to release, and not release like, oh my God, I have to do this, I have to do this. No. For your own self, what knowledge are you giving you? How? First of all, liberation is to be done by the soul itself, for itself. First, you have to be the goal. When you become the goal for your Allah, the liberation is for your Allah, the answers are within you. You turn to yourself inside, you turn to Allah, you are right on time. I don't know who said that, but when you said you are right on time, that must be that you've always thought something was lacking in me that I couldn't do, perform, or be something like someone else. So maybe there was a lot of focus on being like somebody else. How can I do this? How can I do? And now Allah saying, you are exactly where I needed you to be. You are exactly where you need to be. So that's your key, that you don't have to rush. You don't have to try to be like others. You have to stop that. You're literally, to meet your Allah, your next phase of your life is requiring you to really remove everyone that you have been idealizing. Friends, I heard friends very strongly. I don't know what that means, but friends and anyone else. So yeah. Is there anybody else who'd like to say something? So this is your key, guys. Please understand, this is the key, and this is all you're going to do for you first. Before you bring the energy into the world, it has to be really foundationally strong with you. You have to believe that you came here as a liberated soul to liberate others, but for that, you have to go through the process of liberation yourself. Is there anybody else? I'm just giving an example of liberation, but you guys get what I'm saying.
Hamna, eccentric, transformative, and magnetic.
All of that you have thought you weren't. Yes or no?
I'll have to think about that.
It's a good idea not to think. I did say that the journey was of the soul. That is your soul. That is your soul saying, I am here to transform myself into something that I'm choosing not to be like, right? So whatever it is I am right now, I'm choosing to transform. I'm always transforming. Transforming is not something you do like, okay, Friday, 4 o'clock, I will transform. No. Transform means that you're not here to be stagnant energy, which means that you're constantly going to be learning something new. So just because you're learning something new doesn't make you not be good at something, right? You're constantly learning, you're constantly evolving. That's probably your soul. What was the other word? Transforming was one.
Eccentric.
Eccentric, what does that really mean? That's too big a word in English for me, please.
It's just like, when you talked about the butterfly being free and just almost like vibrant is a different word. Eccentric, I'll say vibrant and just loud and colorful.
Google it for me, please. Google what eccentric mean. Give me the word that comes out, right? Eccentric meaning, and then tell me what comes up. I'm not hearing vibrant in my heart, so I'm not sure vibrant is coming through. There's something else.
Unconventional.
Unconventional. Is that what it's coming up?
Yeah.
I'll check it for myself. Just one
Can
minute.
you please check it?
Is a person who behaves in odd or unusual ways an eccentric person?
Okay, you've always done that, but what it's saying to you is don't take that as a way that you are wrong in the society. You are meant to be doing that. You are meant to be breaking the norm. You are meant to be. So, for example, you do something and you constantly think, why am I so different? Why can I not be like my sister? Why can I not be like that? I am so different from everybody. So, probably your circumstances have actually made you different. And so, you are never ever going to be a fitting sort of, you never fit in. Your soul was never meant to fit in. So, the more you try to fit in into the society, into the culture, into the organizations, into systems, you will be repelled. Your soul is not here to fit in. That is your key. You have to try and recognize that you didn't come here to fit in. And the more you try to fit in, that means you're more trying to, you're disregarding and disrespecting your body. So you're being called to ask to connect to your body. I don't know who you are, but that's what it's coming through.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else who wants to go? Because I have the next part of the session.
Trust and peace. Trust and peace. Those are my two words.
Trust and peace.
Peace first and then trust.
How hard do you find yourself trusting people?
I am very untrusting.
You have nothing to fear. You have to settle down your energy. Your energy moves very fast. You're meant to be, you're a very calm person actually, but you've been made to feel like actually you're a very calm person. You've been walking in the opposite direction. I almost feel like there's a very beautiful session on Ya Salam. And by the way, just so you guys know, you can actually individually just get these name sessions on Patreon. If you don't, let me know. I'll send it to you. Ya Salam, your state of being remembers it to be peaceful. And that's why you've always been craving for peace. But you cannot get the peace because you don't trust. And when you say, I don't find myself trusting others, who created the others? Who do you think created the person you don't trust?
Allah.
Who are you not trusting then? So there
Old
needs,
patterns. Yeah, the old patterns of lived experience, of
yes,
bad experiences.
bad experiences. Okay, so when we keep thinking and looping us, so the mind, this is ego. This is very much being like controlled. By the way, when I say ego, I don't mean ego in the sense that normal social media teaches you. My understanding of ego is completely different. So please never ever connect that. I'm not saying you're an egoistic person. I'm just saying that you're more wired in your brain. Yeah, your circumstances, your society, your culture, your surrounding has taught you to be more in the head. So coming down to the heart makes you humble, makes you trust, makes you surrender. So the mind is saying what happened in the past is going to happen again. And what Allah does is He says, I am exactly how you choose me to be. If you're going to constantly think that what happened in the past is what's going to happen with again, that means you're saying to Allah, oh, whatever you did in the past, it was fabulously not great. So I know you're going to do the same thing. You're going to say, send the same person again, and same hurt will happen, same betrayal will happen. So fine. So Allah says, okay, that's what you believe I am. Let me give you more. Let me give you more betrayal. Let me give you more lies. Let me give you more reasons to not trust. I say, no, Allah, everybody you send me, I trust. Because you know why? Not only do I trust you, I trust myself. When I trust me, I completely let go of needing to trust anybody or not trusting anybody. Because you trust your own self. That's where you've been made not to trust. Your soul came here with the knowing that it's safe. You need to really focus on your safety. You are safe. You are safe in the way you speak, in the way you are, in the way you've lived your life. You are safe. Something to do with protection, something to do with something safe. You really have to keep reminding yourself you're safe. Nobody's going to come and stab you. Nobody is out there to hurt you. Nobody really gives a damn about you. So safe, something to do with safe. And by the way, the reason I'm telling you this is the moment you shift the gear and say, hang on, I actually do trust. I trust myself. I trust my Allah. Your soul will feel at peace because it will remember. Ya Salam is a really good one for this one. If you can go on to and get that, it will really bring you into your true essence. That's what you are meant to be doing. You're a very peaceful soul, my friend. I don't know who you are, but you came here to experience peace and you've been literally going in the opposite direction. And that's why the next phase of your life needs to be only and only focused on people, actions, things that bring you peace. And truth, something to do with your throat chakra. You don't say how you feel because you don't even trust your feelings. So I can go on and on, but I'm just gonna keep quiet because I have a session to run. And so anybody else who wants to, I hope that helps. I hope
Thank
these
you.
keys open your heart to remind you that they are not something that you didn't have. They're something inside you. You were exactly meant to feel the opposite. The person who was looking for answers had to look for answers outside to be brought to a place of Wasi to say, hang on, you just been going in the wrong direction. The key is actually inside you. The answers are inside you. When will you turn to you? Right? All the people in your life must have always inspired you to go outwards. Are the people inside your circle now bringing you inwards to the answers that you have? You see, it's so powerful. Anyway, well, it's a really lovely exercise to do this regularly. But last one, is there anybody who wants to go before I?
Yeah,
Um,
I just want to say, I saw that I manifested what I wanted
Mhm.
and I felt relief.
Relief.
Mm.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. So try to focus on, you see, the key for you to get to Allah is to stop controlling. Something in your life you've constantly need or wanted control in. Control to know, control to do, control to be, control to become, control to be seen in a certain way, control to be heard in a certain way, not relief is your natural state. You don't have to control. It's all going to come to you. It's all going to come to you. That's relief. When your soul becomes authentic, when it awakens that actually I'm meant to be here and sitting in relief. Relief that I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to put my foot on the pedal. The car gets driven by itself. You just relief, like, why have I been trying so hard to do something? So you just pull back and say. So your key is to always do things that make you not be in control, to not know, to follow the unknown path, to find certainty in knowing that nothing is certain, that kind of thing. So keep going. So thank you to all of you. How do you now I will see the screen. How do you guys now see the sheet of paper? Now you've done the journey. Tell me, when you see the sheet of paper, would you be ever able to draw this in your mind seeing and eyes seeing, like in your mental? If you were to see the sheet of paper, could you draw what you've drawn? Is the question.
No.
No. Take care. I like the clarity of no, 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 no. There was love in no. There was certainty in no. There was, affirmation in no, no. I could not have been the creator of this journey with my eyes closed, because your brain would have come in the middle, right? What are you drawing? Does the butterfly look like this? Is this what the caterpillar looks like? How many judgments would you have passed? Nahi?
I think
Any
I think I would have given up due to the complexity of the image ke kya ho raha hai ye,
view?
like,
Yes, definitely. Because like it's so much unknown now. Again, it's like anybody else? That's so beautiful. Thank you, Sana. Now look, I've been guided to look and see the names and know exactly who is saying what. So my whole body language was this way because I wanted to connect to you at your soul level, because I wanted to give you the key to the journey upwards. Okay? Now you've already got the key. Now I can speak to you through my mind and through my eyes. Now anybody else wants to say how the canvas looks, and could you have drawn this?
I really feel safe in doing it with my eyes closed, and I really enjoyed the process of visualizing without seeing what I'm actually drawing, and I quite like it.
It's very powerful. Like somebody said, it's liberating. It's like the butterfly. Somebody said answers in your heart. You already have the answers. So you already know the butterfly in your head. Hazrat Adam alayhi salam was given all the knowledge of all the names inside him. It's just a matter of connecting to that power we all have in us. The butterfly, the image, the story, we've been told this story thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times, right? We already know the story. When we know we are a caterpillar, or when we are the seed, or when we are the butterfly, we're always on time, aren't we? You never draw the butterfly and then you come back to the caterpillar. You drew exactly the caterpillar when you were guided to. When you heard it's time to become a caterpillar, it was time for you to create the caterpillar. When it was time to flow through the sheet of paper, you allowed yourself to expand and flow and have a certain journey. You were always on time, weren't you? Do you see?
Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to just add to what I've just shared is that when you were prompting to slow down, it really helped to actually slow down.
Because we get excited, don't we? We're like, oh my God, and the soul says, hang on, I'm not rushed. I want to be here. I don't want my life to pass like I'm always in the car. I want to get off. I want to climb the mountain. I want to sit with the river. I want to see the deer pass by. I want to notice how the ants are moving. The soul doesn't want you to really. You see, the soul knows this is it. It's not coming back here. This is not home. This is a temporary place. Now, if you go to some place which is so beautiful, the mind says a large entity like, let's get old, let's get doing things and accumulate, put everything in our backpack. And I'm like, oh. The soul says, I'm not going to come back here again. Let me just absorb everything. Let me just go slow. Why do I need to rush when Allah's created this ant for me to sit and just look at and remember Him through this ant? Why should I rush? He made a whole ant come to life for us.
I found it interesting how how my left hand came into action.
Mm-hmm.
And it was I was feeling with my left hand, and the only thing I knew was whether my paper was landscape or portrait.
Nice.
Apart from that, I didn't know anything. So that was interesting. It's like maybe the heart brain kind of became activated. That's interesting.
Beautiful. And whatever realizations that you guys got is a gift of Yavasi. Now, I want you to look at this sheet of paper with all your love, with all that you think that, oh my God, I'm so cool. Think of yourself as very, very cool. Okay? What you're going to do next is you're going to create a door. A door can be square, a door can be rectangle, a door can be a circle, a door can be diamond shape, a door can be hexagon, it could be a wobble, it could be any shape with no boundaries or nothing, but just a space. So the journey happened all through the sheet of paper. You're going to bring your focus to gratitude, to Yavasi. So you're going to create a shape, a very clear shape. And like I said, the shape can be anything you want it to be. Like expand yourself, don't restrict yourself. What you're going to do next is this is the doorway. Okay? Doorway to go into Yavasi. What you're going to do is you're going to take some kind of colors, some kind of medium, I don't know how to say this, but inside the door is where you are going to create. You're going to put all your attention, all your focus, all your intention in making that portal, that door, that space yours. It's you and Yavasi. You see him in the journey. You see him in that what is visible. You see him in the memory of the butterfly, but you also see him in the shapes that have no identification. The clouds don't have to be a rabbit for you to see them as the beauty of Allah, right? You don't have to identify a certain shape or form for you to know that this is Allah's. That's what we're going to do. You're going to see Yavasi, not only in the journey of the butterfly, but in the spaces that have no form and shape that you can identify or name. Your brain cannot name the certain shapes that you've created inside that portal, but yet could they be created if it wasn't his will? How powerful is that? Tell me, is it? Give me. Come on, I'm waiting, guys. How powerful is that? Gosh. I don't know what's happened to all of you.
I have a question about the door, but is that my mind?
Yeah, Nani, don't let that be a limit. You know, if there's a question, there is a question. Just bring it on. It could be the mind, but that's beautiful. So beautiful.
I filled my space such that if there's not I want to draw a big door and there's not enough space for a big door, so I might just draw it over the top of everything.
Oh, it has to be over the top.
Okay.
It
Okay.
has to be on top of your
Ah,
drawing because you're
okay.
going to see it's kind of like a doorway, a
Oh,
portal.
through. Right. Okay. That's clearer. Thank you so
Like
much.
that? Okay. It's probably because Simra, I speak in the language of the heart, in the language of colors and patterns and things. So for you to bring your mind into the energy, it's beautiful. It balances us both. And when you ask the question, it clarifies for all of us. So thank you so much.
Got it. Thank
Take
you.
care. So
Drawing the door.
I am appreciative of that question, even though wherever it came from him.
Alhamdulillah. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome. So basically, so example, this is the piece of paper that you worked on. You're going to create a door, and the door could be as big as a sheet of paper. The door could be inside here. So you see all these things are written on it, right? So you're going to focus on that portal, on that door, and we're going to go through that door. And inside here is where you're going to add the color, and you're going to focus on every single shape. The journey that you created was created by a memory of the butterfly's life. It was something very clear in your head. So you can connect. You see a butterfly, you say, wow, it's so beautiful. But what about that, what you don't see, that what you don't understand, that what you don't have a name for? So when you color the shape inside the patterns that you've created inside the portal, you're going to be able to connect to the unseen part that doesn't identify with your brain, and yet that shape could not have been created without the will of Allah. And if it is created, that means it is beautiful. You just don't have a name for it. That doesn't mean that it isn't a reminder of Allah, right? Does that make sense?
Perfectly.
Yeah. Now
Thank
you all have to answer, isn't that powerful?
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. See, what happens is when I am giving you so much, when I'm giving you all this energy, when I'm giving you everything I've got, it's 100%. I'm being authentic, I'm being real, I'm being raw, right? And on the
Yeah.
other side is like, yeah. What happens is all of this 100% only reaches your 1%. So you only activate 1%. When Hamna is giving it to you, you give it back like, oh my God, Hamna, that's insane. Your voice, your body, your everything needs to be activated to a place, and together, then we rise. Because the moment of being unreciprocated, like if I give you 50 and you give me 5, I don't want you in my life anymore. Why would I want to be in a space where I'm only getting 5% of your energy?
Of
When I'm
course.
giving, and this is, by the way, symbolically speaking, to awakening you all to who are you surrounding yourself with.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yep.
not about me and you, by the way. This is not about you.
Yep.
Right? So be very aware. It's like I'm not keeping anything for myself. Let's put it like this. If I'm not keeping anything for myself, then isn't it respectful towards my soul, not my ego, not my body, not my teaching, not as a teacher, but as a soul to merge with me? When you merge with me, we both rise in ecstasy.
Hamna, Samra's just opened something for me. I feel like I was like zoned out somewhere, and
Okay.
I'm here now, and I'm just like and I've just heard what you're saying, and I feel like I'm not on the same page as you, so I'm not able to give that energy back.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
me too,
So
Hamna. I'm so like gobsmacked right now.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
not,
me too.
I'm just like, I'm just trying to, the thoughts that I was having when you were doing the session.
Huh?
And I was so when you were giving the explanation that everything that you're feeling, the exact opposite is what you've been suffering, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, oh, when I was doing the butterfly and all, I was feeling held, trusting in Allah that I'm okay. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That even though I can't see what I'm doing, Allah is there and I'm okay. So I felt safe, right? So I'm still in that mode, and you've gone so way ahead.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm like, okay. So I'm still gobsmacked. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me quickly say this. Wow.
I'm gobsmacked. Huh? Just
Wow.
cannot get out of this whole trust and safety right now,
Wow.
because I didn't feel that probably for a long time.
Wow. I am gobsmacked, because see, your energy made me go. How can I add more to somebody who's being so real and raw? That's who you are. If this is who being authentically is, I am allowing that space. When I say you give me your energy, is not me saying, I'm saying high five, you say high five. You say, Hamna, I don't want to do high five. That is your authenticity, right? So you are 100% authentic in that moment for where you are. You're not becoming like me. You are becoming like you. So you are not meant to be this, right? Like, so Afshin being raw and real. Yeah, acha,
Yeah.
Hamna, I'm not in that space. But what you don't realize it, you are being authentic. You are 100% authentic, as Hamna is 100% authentic. So she created this space for you to feel okay in being 100% authentic, and that could be low or high. That's not the question. The question is, are you being as real as this space needs you or allows you or creates for you? Does that make sense?
Yes.
You're not
Yes,
meant
it
to be
does.
like me, because that would just
Yeah.
Because we're still floating in that huge Yavasi swimming pool of Yavasi.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like, okay, we're still like getting used to that. That, yes, we are held, we are safe. That's news for us. You know what I mean?
Huh?
I mean, that felt like news for us, Okay,
Yes.
okay, we are held, we are
Okay,
safe.
so the next part of the session, I don't even know if I should go ahead or not. But I will. I have
No,
to
no,
be
go
loyal
ahead,
to my
Hamna.
Allah.
We'll catch up. We'll catch up.
You will get no.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
will make you catch up.
Yes,
He will
yes,
make you catch up.
exactly.
But you see, what you're thinking is you have to catch up. But in my
Yeah.
head, you're already with me.
Okay.
Because you are being authentic.
Mm.
If you were not authentic, if you're trying to impress or you were trying to act like you've got it, if you were trying to be at my level of energy, for example, that is when I would say, no, Simon, you're not, because I would be able to sense it very quickly. You being raw is you being at my level. Wherever you may be, it doesn't matter, right? The truth is not about, you are not meant to be in my energy. You are meant to be in your energy. How solid are you in owning that this is news for me, Hamna, that I am safe and I am held?
Hamna, when you were asking the question, I was feeling so exhausted. I was like, wait, somebody just answer her. I don't want her to keep asking this question. Please, somebody speak up. I'm so dead. I'm so dead right now. Why is nobody speaking up? She's going to ask again.
I love it. See, that again, you might be thinking, oh, I'm not at Hamna's level, but you are exactly how you are meant to be. You are not shy. You are not judging for not being at my level. You're saying, this is where I am.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
You being
I'm
at
not
my
trying to,
level.
yeah. I was like, I'm not going to pull myself up. I'm just going to stay in the dumps.
No,
So somebody please answer up.
no, you're not meant to be. See, but what Samra did and what Afshin did, and then what Saima did, what it's telling me is that that's the brain. The brain is telling you to be as you see, I am giving something that I have received from the higher realms. The vessel that it is very different to the vessel that all people are, right? So for you to be here is almost, it's disgusting on my part to say that, but you are with me in actually saying I'm not there. Because I'm saying I'm here, so you're saying I'm not there. Aren't we both doing exactly what we're meant to? We are on the same level. That's the brain that will make you feel like we're not. Because I'm not acting and behaving and chirpy and energetic like Hamna. But Hamna is just being authentic in this moment. And what are you being in your low, silent, slow, tired, angry, frustrated mode? You're being authentic.
Yep, makes
So at
sense.
soul
Yeah.
level, we are being honest, and that is more important than you becoming like me.
That's exactly what came through my mind. I have to be honest, and I have to say, I'm zoned out, and I don't think my canvas is big enough to be able to draw a door or portal, because Al Wasi is way bigger than that.
Okay, that is something that you have to really focus on. This is the journey of coming to Yavasi to create a portal. And your brain is saying, no, there is no space for Yavasi because he's so vast. So sit with that. Sit with that understanding.
Okay.
What will you miss out? To see the shape, every single shape that you've created on your sheet of paper, you are saying actually this sheet of paper, this is who gave you the sheet of paper.
Allah Mia.
Who made you go through the whole journey?
Allah Mia.
Now, if you trust the 3 sections, if you trust me, if you trust yourself, if you trust the journey, if you trust the session, till now you're saying, okay, I'm hands up, I'm not going to go ahead. What are you doing?
Not trusting, not surrendering.
No, you're not going through the portal. You're not trusting the process. You're saying, I'm choosing when I want to retract. I said before the session began, I kept saying, there is no turning back. There is just movement. Trust me, when I read this, you have to, it's something that you're going to go through. You're just saying, no, I'm going to stand on this side of the bottle because, oh, you know what, Yavasi is too big. Who gave you this? Who gave you this paper of that size that you have drawn on? Who is taking you on the journey?
Allah Mia.
And who is saying to you that you can't put me on the paper?
I think, sorry, do you mind just explaining again what that bit that I need to do then, please? Because I don't think I'm clear.
So did you create on your sheet of paper?
Yeah, I'm not sure about the portal bit.
I'll just come. Oh, can't put this. Let me just bring a sheet of paper. I love how Samra actually made me realize that jo main bol rahi hu, like what I'm saying is not clear, and that's something I'm so thankful to you, Samra. So, for example, this is my sheet of paper. I didn't go on the journey myself in visual way, but for example, I drew the caterpillar. Okay, and then I drew the butterfly wherever it may be. It would have come, and then I was drawing the flow, and this is what my sheet of paper looks like. Now, the imagery comes from a certain thing that we identify as butterfly. This thing represents the journey of a butterfly. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Now, Allah says, you remembered me through this butterfly, something that your brain can understand and conceive. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right? Now, he is saying, the nib is really pretty, so I don't want to ruin it. He is saying, draw a portal. Now you've seen me through things that you identify me with. He created the wind, he created the butterfly, he created the wings, he created the cocoon. You understand all that journey and you identify every single step. Yes? Now he's saying, come to me in a space where, so I'm going to draw a portal of circle just because I'm a circular human being. I'm drawing this portal. Whatever sits inside this circle, does it have an identification to your brain?
No.
No. Can you define, this is like a little triangular space. Can you define this and give it name?
We can't see what you're showing us. We can see you, the side view of you.
You have to scroll the screen.
All right. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Can you see it?
Yeah, got it.
So if this is the shape of this is the shape. Now this shape doesn't have a name, does it?
No.
No. It's not called Imran, for example. It's not called Sohela, Sumra, of Sheen. Just because it doesn't have a name that you can identify with, was it created with the will of Allah? Yes or no?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
understand what is happening here? He's making you see beyond your mind,
Wow.
beyond your creativity. He's making you see every single thing that you don't even have the understanding or a word to define. But he's saying, look inside this space. Could you have created this space if it was not my will?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Not at all.
No. No.
In the brain, when your brain was seeing, your eyes were seeing, could you have drawn these shapes?
Absolutely not.
Now, if we
No.
don't value what he has created here in this portal, that he is willing to take us and say, no, I'm not going to do this, what are you really saying?
That we're not surrendering.
You can write that down in your own, you don't have to answer me. He is saying, I want you to now start seeing me in the things that your brain does not even have the capacity to give a name to.
Wow.
You cannot even give a name to this shape, for example. But did it get created?
Yeah.
Who created it with you? Who was the one with whose will was it in your hands that created this? Can you name this as a tiger? Can you name this shape as a flower? Can you name this as a lavender? Does it have a name that your brain can connect to? No. Then everything that happens in your life that doesn't make sense to you, is it not the will of Allah?
Yeah.
Then how is it not beautiful?
Amna,
Hmm.
the thing that's coming to me is allazina yu'minuna bil ghaib.
Okay.
You
Explain.
know, because the ghaib we can't see it. But the first point that Allah puts in Surah Al-Baqarah is, you'll be guided by my book if you have trust in what you cannot see or see with your mind. So this is the ayah I was reminded just as you were talking of.
Now think about it, guys. And this is, by the way, not even the end. As you work on this, he's sent me the download to read it to you, to take you further in this. Now, if I stopped here and say, oh, you know what, these guys have had a bit too much. Zara, it's been too intense and they can't move forward with me. Let me just take care of you. Who am I being loyal to?
Us.
And who am I a slave of?
Allah.
What is my responsibility to my what promise have I made to my Allah?
Do what pleases him, to listen to him.
To be ready to stand in front of him.
Yeah.
If this is the key to my akhirah, am I going to stop now?
No. And what a really powerful lesson.
And what are you going to do now? You're
I've
not
done
going
it.
to stop.
No, no, I'm not. I've done it.
No, Dani, no. Think of the bigger scheme. The key, the liberation that somebody said, the answers that you said, the key that came from your soul. That key, I'm not gonna give this up because, my friend Afshin can't handle it. Oh, Saima's not on the same wave. That I explained to you, the wavelength is of being authentic. Chalo, we break that wall. Chalo, we break the wall of the brain. Chalo, we break the wall of the iron. What is it doing is when I am doing this, I am being loyal to this. I am saying this is going to take me to my after. What am I inspiring you to believe in? Is your key, because there is no turning back. There is no turning back. You are asked to focus on the things that give you relief. All the things that give you relief are going to be the ones that will get you to that state when you will be in front of Allah. Anything that takes away the relief from you must
be removed.
everything that doesn't let that person who said liberated be liberated. What that needs to do, what has to be done for you to feel liberated, because that is the key. What do you have to do? You have to remove everything that does not make you liberated. The person who said about the answers, I have to go look within, the answers are all within me. What is your key?
This is a complete package, Shamna. I know we're not through it yet, but I feel like
I'm sorry,
Lamia has practically shown us if we don't follow, we don't have a choice. If we don't follow within this session, the consequences, like, no. Oof, so busted fine. Thank
because
you so
there's not
much.
like, how many times in my previous sessions that you guys have been here, how many times have I actually invited you specifically 10 minutes before the session? Do you think it was me? I sat there going, Alamia, they're going to say I'm so pushy, I don't want to do it. No, you're doing it for you. You think you are doing it? I don't want to do it because I look like, what will they think? You think they matter? Or that what you've promised me matters? Because I made a promise to Allah before coming here. No? That promise is beyond me keeping my relationship here with you. It's way beyond, no? So the key that you guys got today is like, guys, think about it. Like, you are so much richer today than you were a few seconds back. You have the key to him. He just gave you. So for me, he's like, oh, dekho, Simon's not there. Oh, ho, Sanga's struggling. Oh, ho, this is happening. Oh, ho, you don't even know the journey, Hamna. I have no plan for whatsoever to do what I, shared with you, the meditation, whatever I did. I did not say, I did not plan a word at all. Take it? So if I am trusting in, going in as your teacher, for example, in this role, if I am showing you that all you have to do is trust him, what am I inspiring you to do?
Be honest and trust him. Yeah.
And the session will run?
Yeah.
Not in performance, but in
authenticity.
Purpose.
Right?
So I will start Bismillahirrahmanirrahim now. Once you've done the portal, Navsheen, and you say, oh, Hamna, I want to, wherever your dialogue happened, blah, blah, blah. Okay, he's so Wasi, I'm not going to do it, da, 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 da. Wasi, but in the sense that he's shown you exactly that sheet of paper is a representation of him guiding you even deeper into the Wasi, right? Through that portal. Now he's saying each and every space is what you're going to go into now. I want you to really, really, really bring yourselves into the present moment. And halfway through, if you feel like not drawing, please don't worry about it, but at least start the journey with me. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Wasi, it is the door for the opening of the heart. I realized that was the last sentence of the text. Door. I ask myself, what is a door? A portal, a gateway, an opening, something to step through to get somewhere, leaving behind where you have been. The in-between, not a place you stay or stand. You move through it at a speed you need to. A door can be huge, small, decorated, simple, ornamented, broken, scarred, wooden, metal, fire, clay, bricks. It can be any color, any texture, or any size. It could be any various shapes that it needs to be. A door can be a person, a plant, an animal, a feeling, an element, a quote, a song, an ant, an ayat, an experience, a smell, a sight, a feeling, a remembrance, a joy, a pain, something you eat, taste, feel. A door can be anything or anyone in the creation. Who creates the doors? Who awakens you to walk through that door? Everything in the universe is a door to where? To him. Every door is a reminder of who? Ya Wasi. The one who is the creator of the door, the one who guides you through the door, the one who allows you to walk in and out of a door. Where would a door that is created by Allah take you to? In a space of remembrance. Remembrance of what? All belongs to Him, and to Him it will return. When that remembrance makes space in your heart, what happens? When that remembrance makes space in your heart, what happens? When every door is taking you to a space of His remembrance, then who are you getting closer to through that journey of being able to see and step through the doors? Him. Ya Wasi is the face of all creation. With that in my heart, I sit under the sky, and in silence of my being, I hear you speak. In the empty days of my life, I get guided to you. I slow down to see. All I see is you in all. I quietly look up. The sky starts speaking. It says, I am home. I shine and I smile and ask, how? How do you know I am home? It says, you sit in my arms. You breathe my soul. You see my colors. You smell my roses. You cry to feel. You smile to live. You hold me in you as I hold you in me. You see me high. I see you above. You let the grass touch your feet, each strand created to remind you of Him. Each strand is awake and aware of you, even when you weren't. The angels whispered your name. The birds sang your arrival. The fire ignites by you, by your laughter. The waves feel joy as they touch your feet. The branches wave with love. They dance for you so you could remember. Remember this home was created for you. Remember the home is you. You are the one you have waited for. To be your silence, to be your joy, to be your teacher, to be your friend, to be the darkness around the bright shining moon, to be the rising sun awakened to its power. You were the one you had. You were the one who had it in you. For how else could it be for you? I'll read that again. You were the one who had it in you. For how else could it be for you? The sky on you makes me cry. The mountains are my friends. Is that really true? The mountains, the wind, the snow, the eagle, the plants, the lion, the ants, the giraffe, the broken, the hurt, the rich, the poor, the lost, the wandering, the high, the lows, the smiles, the tears. How can you just be one when you are all? When you are all, for all is you. There is no face but yours. The ladybug is your companion. The air the air is your caretaker. The ocean is your guardian. The trees are your teacher. The soul beneath your identity. You are one you see. You are the one you feel. You are the one all of this is created for. You are the one that is in all of creation. You look up to me. I look at you as your soul. I am not the sky. I am His soul reminding you of Him. Sky is just the name you give me, but I am His. It was never about you or me. It was about him in you. Him in me, I asked the sky. Him in you. What else is there in you? Could you see the ocean if he didn't want you to? Could you drink the water if he didn't allow you to? Could you breathe, eat, speak, see, touch, feel, know? All you do if it wasn't for him? Through the door of creation, come closer to seeing him, feeling him, hearing him, loving him. Could you see, hear, speak anything if it wasn't his will? I asked. Could you? The sky asked. Could you? I said, no, nothing. Nothing I could do if it wasn't for him to choose me to do it. See it, feel it, be it, know it. Why would he want you to walk the door of sadness? Why would he want you to walk the door of sadness, to remember him through your tears? Why would he want you to walk through the door of hurt, betrayal, abandonment, rejection, to remember the one who never would do that to you? So it all happens for you, to walk through them to the one who matters the most. Every step, every breath, every heartbeat, he's been with you, seeing you, hearing you. He alone created me, the majestic sky, to remind me that in your eyes I am held. He alone created the earth you walk so fast on, to remind you that in you is the clay of love that you are. He alone created the fire of light in your heart, to remind you to awaken to his path. He alone created the air, so in every breath you are reminded of being kissed by your lover. I sit there looking up, smiling at my teacher as it speaks. How can anyone created to experience the canopy of the sky of me that's painted with limitless shades of color and a billion forms of clouds be anything but abundant? Asks the sky. I am the one covering your head, you know. Is that not enough a sign to know you are protected in the billion ways I show you through my existence? As you see me, Hamna, can you see any lack in me? Lack in my clouds? Lack in my colors? No, there is no lack in you, not in your colors and not in your clouds. The one who created me gave you my presence, my company, my guidance. Is that not enough a reminder for you to be grateful that he loves you in the billion ways as the clouds in the sky and the shades of my colors? Every cloud he creates, every shade he paints with, could you see it if he didn't want you to? No. I say in silence with tears in my eyes as my soul surrenders to this love that he speaks about. You see them only for he chooses for you to. You feel them only for he chose for you to. He chooses for you to, for he chooses you to see them and feel them. He chooses you to see and feel everything, everything, everything in the creation. Why would he choose for you to see the billion clouds and the limitless shades of me? Asks the sky. To remind you that you are chosen by him, not for the world, but for you to experience him in all that you see and feel. Through all that you feel and see is me. Then how can you crave for anyone but him? All that reminds you of his is his blessings. All that takes you away from him is his warning. He blesses so you remember. He sends a warning, so you awaken. When you remember, you awaken. When you awaken, you remember. He alone is guiding you through every door to him, for there is no door leading a soul anywhere but home. Home where you are safe, where you are held, where you are warm. Home is where you light, where your light awakens to his love. Home is where you are with your Allah. Home is where Ya Wasi lives. Ya Wasi is not alone in that what you see in the sky, but also in how the sky makes you feel about the sky. Ya Wasi is not only in the air you breathe through your mouth and lungs, but in the life you live in this body. Ya Wasi is not only in the burning of the fire and light you see outside of you, but in that what ignites you to keep believing him and his mercy. Ya Wasi is not only in the splash of the waves of water reaching the shore, but also in how he purifies you in preparation to meet him. The earth you stand on is the clay you are. The water you are gifted is the path to purification. The fire you are blessed with is the light guiding you home. The air you breathe is his kiss of love. How can you ever not be with Ya Wasi when all that you are is all that he created? Your bones, your blood, your cells, your organs, your heart, your breath, your heartbeat, all are the doorways to him. When all the paths and doorways lead to him, then how can you be lost? Every sign, every bird, every ant, every spark, every cloud, every breath is the doorway created by Ya Wasi to lead you back home to your heart. So you can be purified by the remembrance of the one who is deserving of all your love, all your attention, all your time. For to him you belong and to him you will return. From sky with love. I'm really grateful to all of you for being here and joining me on this journey. If it any way resonated with you, brought you insights, brought you closer to your Allah, please keep me in your duas and I will definitely meet you in Jannat. But before that, I will definitely meet you next Friday. Inshallah. I love you and take care. Allah Hafiz.